First off is please make sure you guys do have a true aim waiver filled out before you start playing. Once you guys get that out of the way, next is just to have fun, play clean, no foul language or disrespect, alright? Language is enforced with 10 push-ups per offense, so if you guys have a mouth like a sailor, you're going to be just as fit as one. It's Airsoft, so be honest, call your hits anywhere you are hit. No more 3-strike rule. This is your warning. Next is either sit out a match or you're banned. The referees and staff are always right, don't argue. All players must have eye protection. All eye protection must be ANSI 7 or Z87.1 rated and be worn at all times on the field. 17 and younger will need full seal eye protection in addition to the ANSI rating. They will also need hard full face lower face protection. 18 and up can just wear eye protection only, but that is at your own risk. Your equipment, your responsibility. Mark all your equipment uniquely, alright? No playing under the influence of drugs or alcohol ever. If you have a bad habit of smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, you must go to our designated smoking area. Fighting is strictly prohibited. If you have a problem with a player, tell a red-shirted or /jacketed staff member and we will deal with it, alright? After the next match is over, you will have 10 minutes to reload and prep before the next match starts. If you are late, wait till the next game. I do ask you guys treat your replica firearms exactly like real ones, so please make sure you keep your finger off the trigger, magazine out of the mag well, and the gun barrels pointed towards the dirt at all times, okay? Also, no test firing off the field. If you guys do need to test fire, we do have a specific set of rules for that for a certain reason, so please make sure you guys are following that. Alright guys, so as you're walking off the field, please make sure to remove the magazine from your mag well before you pass these red doors. Once you pass these red doors, like I said before, all magazines to be out of the mag well. Once you're going onto the game, you walk right back through them, put the magazine in, good to go to play, alright? Alright guys, so here at True Aim, we're a semi-auto only field, alright? Meaning 1 shot per trigger pull. Now we're also a 0 engagement distance field, meaning shoot them this close, up to 3 times. And it's Airsoft, so no crying. When you're out here playing, if you're hit anyone in your person, all of that does count as a hit, whether that be your shoe, your pants, your jacket, or even your gun. All those do count as a hit. Obviously your face mask as well. I just felt like doing that. At the start of the match, you can either start at the home bunker or any of the 3 breaker walls in front of it. Just like this. Alright. Sorry. At the start. Now, once you are hit, when you're going back to respawn, you can also touch the main bunker or any of the 3 walls in front of it to get back in the game. The red barrels that are in front of each spawn point are the no-fly zone for the opposite team. So you are free to shoot past the red barrels, but you cannot physically walk past them, alright? All those hits will not count. And this is our secondary spawn. So, if you guys find yourselves not wanting to spawn at the primary spawn, you are free to move back here and touch this cone to spawn at your secondary. However, because there's no red barrels, you are not allowed to just sit here and shoot while holding the cone. This does not grant you infinite lives. If you find yourself being pushed up in your secondary spawn, just go spawn at your primary. And if you're the opposing team and you make it into the enemy's secondary spawn, you can then hold that cone to stop the enemies from spawning at their secondary spawn. However, this means you are not allowed to shoot. So if someone shoots you, just go back to your main spawn or your secondary respawn, and then they have control of their secondary spawn again. If the shield is solid without windows, it is completely indestructible and be shot as many times. If the shield is able to be seen through and has a window, it is good for 1 shot, then you have to wait to respawn before you get it back. When you're using a shield, you are not allowed to shoot unless you fully plant the shield in front of you. Once you fully plant the shield, you can then bring out your weapon to shoot. To pick up your shield again, you must put your weapon down. Moving into melee weapons must be made of plastic or foam, alright? No actual melee weapons or any tools or anything like that. And when you are using a melee weapon, it's not a full-on stab in the stomach, just a light tap on the shoulder to make sure that player knows they're out. Moving into grenades. Grenades are pretty simple. If it explodes and you're hit by a BB, you're out. If it explodes and you're not hit by a BB, they just wasted $2. No blind fire, which means none of this, and none of this. You must actually peek and see your target before you pull that trigger, just like that. There's no shooting through any cracks or holes out here on the field, which means none of this. No climbing through windows. And that's why we have doors. Do not shoot outside the perimeter lines of the field. Nope, stop that, that's bad. All homemade equipment has to be inspected and tested by a field manager before you can use it. We have the right to refuse any equipment we feel is unsafe. Yeah, that doesn't pass. No full auto, gorilla, or any other full auto formats on our property. If you are caught doing so, you will be banned.